Hello, Twitch. It's good to be back. You'll notice, hopefully, some better picture-in-picture image quality. I've upgraded to a new Logitech webcam. Finally, off jailbreaking my PlayStation webcam and got some legitimate gear. But today, kind of a huge day for Sino. How you doing today, Sino?
Very good. How about yourself?
Doing awesome. Really looking forward to our replay of your game. I got a message this morning while I was sleeping at 4 o'clock from Sino, stoked that he just beat AIHD Extreme for the first time on an open map in Arabia. So I'm literally looking forward to seeing how he did it. What's that?
I said, yeah, just an incredible accomplishment. I'm very proud of it.
Huge accomplishment. And he's going to give us a step-by-step walkthrough of how he did it so that we, other players, can learn and improve ourselves.
Absolutely.
Anything you'd like to say before we get started, Zeno?
Yeah, so this strategy specifically is using the Sicilians, and the Sicilians have a very unique bonus. The Sicilian bonus is that you can build, they're especially building the Donjon in feudal. Very similar to the human strategy, where you can build the town center additionally in feudal, as well as the rams. In this case, the Sicilians can build their unique unit from the donjons, and they can, and donjons are basically mini castles. They shoot arrows. They don't need to be manned. Lots of really good bonuses with that. So that's what this strategy is to take out the enemy as fast as possible.
Awesome. We ready to watch?
Ready to roll.
Awesome. Let's see how you did it. So we got you getting your first sheep. We're starting. You've already on your fourth villager. You've got your scout. Looks like your scout's circling around while you're making your units.
Yeah, I knew I was in the kind of upper corner, so I, want to make sure I find all my Gaia units as fast as possible.
Yeah.
I'm also employing some of the strategies from Hera and Survivalist and Spirit of the Law by using the Gaia units to kind of explore the map opposite of the scout. So you want to explore your base as fast as possible. I'm still using the same build order. Generally, at the beginning stages, is that I've used with Corporal Punishment as well in the past, which is, building your house, sending one to the straggler tree. All of that is the same. Mm-hmm. So right now it's just kind of using the sheep, exploring, and then as they are getting eaten, sending a sheep over to get eaten.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, I see that you've got your sheep over here. Yeah, continuing to help you explore the map. So there's like a lot of multitasking going on here.
Oh, yeah. I learned on the open maps, compared to the arena, it is incredibly important to use the Gaia units to move around.
So I noticed earlier you did have 2 on wood. Now you're down to 1. I didn't catch when you moved your second guy to food. Can you explain that?
Yeah, that guy was a mistake. That guy was supposed to go to build the mill, and he just wasn't.
Oh, okay.
So that was just a spawn issue. They just spawned on the wood instead of going to the mill, and that was just a misclick.
So up until for your first 11 villagers, you just want the 1 on wood. You don't want 2 on wood until you've spawned your 12th villager.
Correct. Yeah. Yep. You want to have the regular 4 go to the mill. You want the 6 on the food. So yeah, you won't be on 12th, and you won't be on wood until the 12th guy, 11th and 12th guy. Yeah.
It's the same build order we did for the castle drop-in arena up until now.
Yeah, very, very similar.
But now we have to actually use our scout to and a lot more in depth with the scouting than in arena.
Yeah, now when I'm scouting, which I'm pretty sure I'm doing right now, I just shift queued him in all four corners of the map and told him to return to me. So I did not put him on auto scout. Auto scout doesn't work for me as well as just manually clicking and shift queuing him. So he is going to explore in a circle the entire map.
Okay, so after you have your 10 on food, you're pushing every new villager to wood. And I'm okay, so you do have a lumber camp up there. So
yep.
The buildings you're making are your houses, your mill, your lumber camp, and now you're adding a mining camp? Oh no, that's a house. That's a house.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you want to make sure you don't get housed. Super, super important. I'm going for that first boar now.
So you've got 18 villagers. Are you gonna? This is an 18 pot build? Oh no, you're doing two more.
21.
Yeah, so you just keep.
I think I did 21.
Yeah, just a little bit of idle town center time, but I feel like that happens as you get used to the more extensive scouting in an open map.
Yeah, it's a lot because soon I'm also going to start walling. So I am setting over, if you notice now, there is a miner to go to stone. Because you do have to start getting stone a little earlier in this build. Donjons require stone just like castles. And so you need the stone.
All right, so you got 20 pop, villager pop, I should say, 21 total pop before you click feudal.
Correct.
So this is a 20 villager pop age.
Yeah, I should say that. Yeah, it was 21 total, 20 villager pop. Yes. I always misread that top part, and I always think it's 21 pop, but it's really 20 pop villager, 21 total. As you can see, I'm starting to wall off my southern border because you can kind of see the scout already found the base. So the scout is the base is in the southeast corner of the map.
Yeah.
So I'm really just trying to wall off that side. I don't really have to do too much with the southwestern side of my base, even though I am kind of walling it. I don't really need to.
Right. And right now the Huitzotal, or any, I would say 99% of the time, the AI is not going to be aggressive at this time. So your scout should be pretty safe to just zoom through and come home just how you did it. Like, that's a really good strategy for your scout after you found your Gaia units.
Yeah, if you put them on auto scout, they do tend to do weird things. So sometimes they might not actually do it the way that they should do it. So
had some good strength and numbers on this battle here by the boar.
Yeah.
Not the battle of the bulge, the battle of the boar.
Not a perfect world. I would have wanted that boar to go into the town center, but for some reason he did go outside and he just couldn't get around. I think what happened is one of those straggler tree villagers got in his way, and so he wasn't able to go run back into the town center.
I think part of it too is you were being attacked by their scout.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that too. Yeah.
So we're at.
Yeah, had to kill him. That's right.
We're at 12 minutes. So you're not making any efforts for castle age building.
I am.
You're doing your black. Oh, I see.
And to the north more. The market is to the north.
Oh, I see. Yep, there's your market.
Yep. So I am doing that only so I can get resources with the market and get fleshing with the blacksmith. Right. I'm not necessarily using it for castle advantages. If you look at the resources, I'm far off for food and far off, well, not too far from gold, but far off enough for food where castle's not even in my mind. Right now, it's just going immediately to the base and fucking them up. Now, if you look towards the path of the base, you can see my villagers are heading over to their enemy base.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta take care of some bears. Always watch your villagers to make sure they're not getting attacked by dumbass bears.
Or wolves.
Or coyotes.
Oh my gosh, there's a ton of wild animals on this. I get.
Yeah, there's a fuck ton of like animals trying to kill you. Yep. So you do have to be very well aware that the animals are there.
Well, it seems like they're like the old boars, where like they target and fixate on one. So like your cavalry didn't have to defend itself. Your cavalry could just attack while your villagers were moving. So as long as your villagers don't stop, then you should be safe.
Correct.
All right, so you're dropping the Donjon here now. What do you think about the same strategy, but instead of dropping a donjon for our other civs, dropping a guard tower? Can you do a guard tower in Dark Age? And it's just watchtowers, isn't it?
Yeah, it's only watchtowers.
Okay.
In feudal, you can drop a guard tower, but the guard towers aren't as strong. Obviously, they're made out of wood and not stone. Mm-hmm. They also
they're keeps, right? No, not keeps.
What's that?
They're watchtowers, not guard towers, right? In Dark Age.
Yes.
So they don't actually fire projectiles. Like they're just there for viewing.
Well, no, in feudal they do attack. The watchtowers still attack. It's only the outposts that are in Dark Age that do not attack.
Okay, so you're like circling them right now with attack buildings that give attack. And now back at your home base, looks like back at your home base, he's attacking your villagers.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter as much though, because I'm on the offensive now. As you can see, I'm building the second donjon. At this point in the game, he can try to do whatever he wants. I'm going to kill him right now. It's not going to be too hard. He might have killed one of those villagers, but he sent one guy over there, which is really nothing.
Have you built your barracks yet? I see you're walling.
Don't even build a barracks, bro. Don't need it.
Are you just killing him with villagers?
I am killing all of those villagers with villagers, yes.
I see your donjon's taking care of his military, so after your home base is secured, you're killing his military as they're being made.
Correct.
They're. So does your donjon? Oh, your donjon produces units.
Yes. So the donjon also produces. Yes, so donjon produces the sergeant, which is the elite unit, which is why this is so fucking broken. Because all I have to do is, for those spearmen or anybody that's like that close to the thing where the donjon can't shoot, all I have to do is make a surgeon, and they'll attack whatever is like too close. And like, if you notice what the surgeon's doing now is like, I'm not really even using him to necessarily attack like the barracks or whatever. I'm just making it so like they attack anything that's close to the donjon, where like, if they were to all rush that donjon, there would be a way to actually defend myself. Mm-hmm. So right now, the donjon fires normally without any villagers in it, but with villagers, it has extra attack power. So
you want to put all your builders and garrison them in the donjons after they're built.
Correct. Yep. And I usually split the villagers. Mm-hmm. I haven't done it yet because I'm a little shy on food and gold. But I'm about to try to go to Castle, and for one reason only. I'm going to Castle specifically to build my second town center. Mm-hmm. And that town center is going to be a forward town center. And you'll see it in a second.
Yeah, so you've already got 440 stone, so you're good on stone. Like, you haven't been producing units or anyone, so you're just accumulating resources with your 3 lumberjacks and your 2 food.
Correct.
And I feel like in this playthrough you weren't even as aggressive as you could have been. Like, you could have been a lot more aggressive and probably taken them out sooner. Like, you're kind of just taking your time and casually playing this, like you don't have a care in the world.
No, I wouldn't say that. There were things I was. I mean, obviously you're watching a replay, so you don't really see it, but there's a lot of micromanaging going on that those donjons, I am manually having them attack, by the way. So you can't see that in the screen, but like, yeah, if they automatically attack, they'll keep shooting. So that northwest donjon, for example, it's shooting the mining camp. It will automatically shoot whatever it's closest to. So I'm having to manually have it kill those villagers because the main thing I don't want to have happen is that those villagers are collecting food from those farms. So the second that those villagers start going to the farms or to their lumber camp or to anything close, I'm shooting them manually.
Yeah, and he's spending so much resources, and that's a really great use of that guy. Get all like you even though he died, you've put enough pressure on him to put all his villagers in his town center, so he's not making any resources, so he can't catch up. You're getting the time advantage every second that he isn't producing and you are, is just widening that gap.
Yeah, and as you can see, he does try multiple times to get his villagers out because he knows, or the AI knows, that the donjons will only attack those buildings if I don't manually have them attack the people. I'm just sitting there manually attacking the people so that they all die.
See, I've never played as the Sicilians, so I wouldn't have even known that you can manually direct your donjons. So it is a unit that you can, who you can control and specifically direct.
Yeah, they are literally just like mini castles. So now I'm in Castle Age. So you will see very shortly, if you look directly north of you, by that little swimming pool little thing.
Swimming pool.
Yep, to the right. Go east a little bit.
Oh, the pond.
Yep.
Where he's got his archery range.
Yes. There's going to be a town center built right next to there very shortly.
So right now,
actually farther north than that. My bad. A little bit farther north, I believe, is where I built that town center.
So you got one villager in there, 3 villagers in here, and you've got a couple military hanging out in here, spearmen and sergeants.
Yep, and the sergeants and the spearmen also attribute to the extra attack power of the donjons shooting the arrows. So they don't need to be villagers, they can be sergeants, they can be anything, they will all shoot arrows. Which is great. So as you can see, like, they are not producing any food right now because they keep running away as my donjon is manually shooting them.
So I've noticed, you've been redirecting your economy. You're down to 2 on stone. You've made 2 more units because you had 18 pop before. You lost 2 villagers, and now you've resupplied those. But you're down 500 food from where you were at a few moments ago. Is that being spent on research?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So at this point, just so you know, going even into Castle, I did not have double good axe. I did not have horse collar. I just didn't research those because I needed to micromanage attacking these guys first, not using any resources like wood or food, because I wanted to make sure that I could build some of those sergeants and some of the spearmen to protect the donjons like up close. Because the next step, as I'm building the town center, you'll see in a second, is to build my unit. Or actually, maybe go back to my base real quick.
It looks like you're still boxing them in. You're building at 4th donjon right now.
Correct. Go back to my base, though. I should be building the university next to the market. To go a little bit north of my base.
Yep.
Okay, I haven't done it yet, but I will very shortly. So I want to be researching murder holes and ballistics. You can go ahead and go back to his base now. It doesn't matter. Yeah, that guy does eventually go to stone. I don't know why he was just sitting there for a while. There's a little idle time there. But yeah, as you can see, I do have the 4th donjon. I believe at this point the 4th donjon's done. And you can see that these donjons just shred any guy trying to attack them. Like see now that lumber camp, they're all running away from the lumber camp, so they can't get wood there either. So I have cut off basically every single way that they can get resources.
Yeah. Yeah, they're gonna. You're forcing them if they're going to get resources to go west, but you're in complete control, and you'll know where they're moving to. So even though we got some fog of war, you know which way they're going.
Yeah, for the most part, absolutely. And
Like these are the only guys producing resources for them right now.
yep. And as you can see, they're like all huddled around the town center, trying to decide: should we go farm? Should we not? Because I'm just shooting the shit out of them.
Yep.
So now go north, and you'll see. Go north right now. You'll see I am building my forward operating base.
Yep.
Like more so. Yep. So that's the town center that's being built with the gold right there.
Because we love gold.
Yep. And then shortly after that, I believe right when that town center is done, if you go back to the wall of Donjons, there will be
Oh, and now the town center was unless he was attacking a farm. It looked like he was this guy was within range of this guy. What's the range on a donjon?
I believe
9.
it's 6. Oh wait.
Oh wait, or that's the attack power, or is it the range?
Yeah.
No, that is range. Donjons do have a range of 9 squares.
Yep. So it's pretty big.
Yeah. Like you actually.
I also updated. I also updated the Bakken arrow and fletching, so don't forget about that. Those are the two big things that you research for that.
So viewers, if you're wondering, like want a visual for what 9 squares means, that's 3 farms length. It's a good distance. I think the only reason Sino didn't move these donjons intentionally within 9 squares of this town center was because of the fog of war.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's really the main reason. Also, I wanted to make sure that the donjons were grouped close enough to each other, where if they attack in any direction, 2 of them would have enough firepower to shoot.
Yeah.
If you spread them out too much, sometimes it doesn't overlap enough, and you can run into some problems.
Well, if you have them 6 squares apart, you'll always have 3 squares of overlap.
Yeah. So if you look north of the donjons now, very shortly, right now I can see them, you'll be seeing the siege workshop being built. Mm-hmm. So my siege workshop is being built right there, and I'm about to start fucking them up big time.
Fuck them up.
At this point in the game, all of their villagers and any military, which they have archers, they're all being shot by the donjons. They are getting killed very easily. I don't have to worry about anything, unit-wise killing me other than other siege units. Mm-hmm. Now, obviously, the siege units are very limited for them. They're still in feudal, which means they don't have access to siege anyways. So it doesn't really matter yet. Mm-hmm. I'm in full control. As far as I'm concerned, I'm in full control.
Yeah, once you have your boom, this is where your progress speeds up exponentially, I'm sure.
Yeah, so now you can see that the first mangonel is out, and that mangonel is going to start on killing a lot of stuff.
Yeah, that's game over.
Go back to my base real quick. You'll see that maybe my university is built by now. I think. I could be wrong, but I think it was built now.
Yeah.
Yep. So I built the university, and I probably researched already murder holes, so that'll stop the problem for the donjons as well. Mm-hmm. As far as the minimum range, so for people that don't know, murder holes is the technology that allows your donjons, castles, and town centers to have no minimum range. So they can fire right next to each other now.
Oh, here comes a Bram. It's game over for them. They haven't been able to get past feudal. They have very minimal military. They probably don't even have the resources to do more than one military unit at a time right now. Mm-hmm. So they're going to be, if anything, like I would anticipate after this is gone shortly, the town center, they're gonna start probably trying to build a new one over here. No point in having Fog of War anymore. I want to see if my prediction's right. Are that what they're gonna try to do? Because they're gonna try to survive. What are they building now? They're building a barracks.
So they're actually trying to build to survive, to actually fight me back.
Mm-hmm.
So they're not building a town center after this town center falls.
Huh. They're still even trying to do. They're moving. They're trying to get the resource production back by making another mill.
Yeah, because here's the reality. The reason why is because they didn't actually mine any stone. Mm-hmm. So they don't have stone to build the town center.
Oh, right, because you got them so early. Now they're doing it over. Yeah,
but by then it was way
too late. Yeah.
And so, like, at that point, I'm in full control. If you look, I'm building mangonels left and right. Uh-huh. They're starting to, like, come out more.
Yeah. And you're housed though, so that's why you don't what are you building here? Another donjon? Yep.
Another mangonel. So yeah, at this point, now that I'm no longer, I should be.
There you go. Somebody built one. Yep. So you should be cranking them out again.
Yep. So now we're at the point where it's like, okay, the mangonels are getting ready. All these guys are still trying to farm. They're still trying to cut wood. I'm just killing them. And if you can look at my guy, those villagers aren't doing shit because they know they can't do anything. There's a 5th donjon being built right next to that town center. Now you can see it's built.
Yep.
So now I'm killing every single one of those villagers that are even coming close to coming out.
Yeah, because we got 3, 6, and 9. So the town center is within range of the donjon. Now they're shooting back at the donjon, but it doesn't matter because you're outperforming the damage with your siege.
Yeah, and even if it did, the donjon is made out of stone, so it has a lot of HP.
Yeah, I mean they've already got it down to half. Like they've whittled this down halfway down on its HP.
Yeah. They did.
So here comes some villagers. I'm sure you're gonna have some repair.
Yeah.
Boy, they got there just in time.
I know, right? That really is. That was all planned out. But yeah, so they're repairing the donjon as.
Oh, guys, look at that. That stone just plummet.
Mangonels are just going to town right now.
Yeah. Are they? What is going on here? These were all there before, so yeah, they're not moving west like I thought. Like you said, it's probably because they just didn't have the stone for it, or the stones.
They don't. Yep, they didn't have any stone. They also made some big mistakes that you can see like you can look at it right here. Mm-hmm. They built 3 or 4 archery ranges, and like you just can't use resources like that unless you know you're gonna attack. Yeah. I'm pretty sure the AI's general game plan was to attack me first, but I just fucking beat him.
Yeah,
I beat him to it, and so. You know, their game plan was build as much archers as possible and take me out. I said, screw that. I'm going to take them out first.
Let's take a look at where they're at right now. This is their perspective. I was hoping this would give me... Yeah, they're down to 3 villagers now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you can see, like, look at, they had only 2. Well, actually, they did have enough. Here's the funny thing. They had enough stone for the town center, but no wood.
Right.
So, at that point, there was never going to be a rebuild. I killed them before they had a chance.
Yeah,
and now you can see I've got 5 mangonels. At this point, very, very little they can do.
Where are their 2 villagers? Because, like, once those villagers are dead, the game is over.
Yeah, there's 2 that are down. Go west.
Oh,
so building another donjon. But there's like 2 villagers like running around somewhere.
Right over me. Yeah.
So they're just chilling, trying to get wood.
And that's the annoying thing about, like, you can have the AI completely beat, but it won't give up until that last villager is killed. So you'll end up playing for an extra 15, 20 minutes beyond what you need to, just trying to find that last villager.
Yeah. Now, the other thing, too, because Fog of War is turned off, because Corporal Punishment turned off the Fog of War. I didn't know what was west of here, so that is why I built that other donjon, because I wasn't sure. I knew they had something over here. I wasn't sure what they had.
Yeah, we don't know.
So I wanted to make sure that I
you got one.
have protection.
Your donjon got one of them. He was trying to bring the resources back or something, so you should be down to one villager now. But you don't know that.
I don't know that. Correct. I don't know where the last person is. But I don't even know that there's down the last person. I thought there might have been like 15 villagers that like left and went somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
But once you have 5 mangonels, it's pretty much over. I mean, all these things are going to get destroyed. If you look at the north, I've got the Rams taking care of those archery ranges.
Mm-hmm.
There's 2 or 3 archery ranges to that northeast, yeah.
I mean, really, at this point, you could have, you have the resources. You could have pumped out like 5 sergeants and had them scouting for those that last villager, and then shift queued these.
What you don't see yet. That's what you don't see yet. So if you go north of the donjons, directly north, you'll see I'm starting to build stables
for these horses.
Oh, I haven't done it yet. But I'm about to.
No.
And I'm going to do the corporal punishment strategy. Build a couple stables, like I think I built 10 scouts, and then just autopiloted all of them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I do like doing that.
I did want to find those last villagers, because I knew it was down to probably 5 or 10 villagers, and they're just hiding somewhere.
Yeah.
I didn't know where to go, because at that point, I didn't really explore the rest of the map. Yeah. I only knew where his base was and my base.
He's literally got one last villager left, and it's just being drawn out because you can't see and you don't know.
Yeah.
This is the only guy standing between you going to sleep and winning the game.
Yeah, it's pretty annoying.
Yeah.
But I also wanted to some degree, have total domination.
Oh, yeah, that's always fun.
So I wanted to destroy all the buildings anyways.
Just like to own the full map. None of their buildings left. Total destruction.
Yeah. Now, that guy did build a house, which is interesting. I feel like he just built a house because that's the only thing he can do.
Yeah. Well,
what else can he do?
Like, what resources does he have at this point? He's got 176 wood, and he's got wood and stone. Like, he could have built a watchtower, I guess. Actually, that's enough for a town center.
Well, what he should have done was he should have built a mill somewhere, and then he should have just built a farm if he had enough resources so he could get some food. But even then, I mean, you only have. I mean, it really wasn't gonna matter. Yeah. He would have been down on wood. He would have been down on stone. He wouldn't have been able to make a town center. He was pretty much over. Oh. Now you can see I'm starting to make my stables. I'm pretty sure. I went to Imperial just because I could.
Why not? Just get the points.
Yeah, just for the fun of it.
What are your mangonels like? If now he has no buildings left except for that lumber camp, and I think there's a university or something over in here. But you've taken out everything that's meaningful.
Yeah, I mean, at the time, like I still technically didn't know, so I wasn't sure what.
At this time, you're probably frustrated because you know you've won, but the game is forcing you to continue.
So there's the guy. Wait, go back. So that's the guy that's building the stables.
Wait, where?
Going back north.
Oh, I see. Yep.
Yep. So he's building stables. At that point, I upgraded the onagers because why not? Now they're huge and they take out things way faster.
Especially when you got 5 of them going.
Oh yeah, I mean, so that was the first time I found that market because I hadn't found it yet. So I said, maybe that's the building I need to destroy.
And then he doesn't give up, and you're like, damn it, that's not it. And you're housed, so you can't get your horses yet. So I'm sure at this point you're going back to your main base and having someone do that.
Yep. Yep. I'm just having some people build some houses right now.
Oh yeah, here we go. Boom, boom. Yeah, so you're.
Like, man, those operators take out things so fast, especially when you upgrade them. When they're upgraded, they're scary. They're really scary.
Oh, so your donjons count as idle units. I didn't know that. Okay.
Yep. Yep. Because there's villagers in them.
Oh, I see, yeah.
Even though the villagers are, like, actually doing stuff, it counts them as idle. Which is dumb. It's not, like, they're not really idle, but they kind of, kind of idle.
Right.
I do freak out when I see the idle villager count when I'm using this thing.
Did you find him? Well, you found his lumber camp, but the villager didn't look like he was there.
Yeah, I lost the villager.
That son of a bitch.
So at this point, I'm sending all of the scouts out to just run around. I'm like, find that fucking villager.
It's a fugitive manhunt.
Well, yeah, because you can see the scout was there and then he's gone. Like, the guy is not alive, so I mean, I couldn't see him.
Yeah. Because this is where he was. Like, we even saw it from his view. Let's look at his view and see where he's at.
Yeah, I'm actually curious because I didn't see when I won.
He's up here making something, but he's forward TCing you.
Is he?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that's what he was doing.
Yeah, he's building a town center up by your main. Can you even see it? I think he's in. He's in your fog of war too. Oh, there he gave up.
Oh no, he only had one thing of hit of health left.
Yeah, I don't know who killed him, but
yeah, keep it on him because obviously he's the only one.
All right.
So I do want to see how he died.
Let's maybe he didn't. He didn't die. He just gave up.
Really?
Yeah. Look.
I thought that maybe he got killed by one of the scouts or something that found him.
Nope. He just took forever to give up.
Wow. Well, there you go. So you can see, viewers of Corporal Punishment, if you use this strategy, and I didn't even, to Corporal Punishment's point, I wasn't even as aggressive as I could have been.
Yeah,
and it still worked really well.
I mean, it was over at 27 minutes in.
Yeah. Essentially, yeah.
Like you spent 33 game minutes just cleaning up.
Yeah, just trying to find his villagers and stuff, yeah.
And you probably only did it at, 80% efficiency? Like, you could probably whittle this down 20 minutes.
Oh, easily. Yeah. Easily. There was lots of things I didn't do right. As efficient as possible because of the open map thing. Like, if it would have been up to me, if I did it again, probably would have built the siege. I probably would have went to castle earlier if I could have. I'd have to look at my resource management to see if that would have worked, depending on like sergeant use and spearman use and things like that. But overall, yeah, I could have done that a little bit better.
Yeah.
Yeah. And overall, I think that the Sicilians are excellent civ to use this strategy on, because not only do they build the donjons, they're stronger. You can build them in feudal. You can build the elite unit in the donjon, so you don't need a barracks. I didn't even build a barracks, and all I needed to do was build a siege workshop, and that's it.
Wow. Well, I tell you what, this is what I'd like to do, because we've done a pretty good breakdown of this, just so that I can have a clip of video under 60 minutes. It's just easier for the clip software. I'd like to wrap this part of the stream and then get back on immediately and review those first 20 minutes in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have the time to do that with us today?
Yeah, we do it right now. Yeah, I should.
Yep. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and stop the stream and start a new one, and we're going to go step by step through those first 27 minutes. So stay tuned. We'll be right back with you. If I can get back into my OBS.